Welcome to the CEO Master Plumbers update for 2021. It's been an extremely busy time for Master Plumbers, particularly on the advocacy front, and we have 4 to 5 submissions we're currently working on now. The big one for our industry is obviously the Climate Change Commission into the use of natural gas and LPG for homes in New Zealand. There's a lot of work to do on this, but we have to be very mindful that the timeframe that the government is proposing we think is extremely unrealistic. We also think it's short-sighted that the government isn't looking at alternative fuels like biogas, hydrogen and bio-LPG as viable alternatives for New Zealand consumers into the future. We have a Master Plumbers survey out there. I really encourage you to complete that. The more responses we get, the more emphasis that we can put on our submission that we are currently drafting back to the Climate Change Commission. We will be representing the industry to make sure there is viable energy sources in New Zealand and alternative sources for all New Zealanders. So please fill out the surveys and we'll be putting all our submissions up on our Master Plumbers website as we get them completed. So recently there's also been very strong media interest in the events that happened in East Otago with the contamination of lead in the drinking water. As you would have heard before, Master Plumbers has been strongly advocating for better protection for New Zealand consumers to ensure that lead does not get into the drinking water. We want third-party verification for products sold in New Zealand to ensure that tradesmen, when they're installing products, and New Zealand consumers are safe and know that drinking water is safe. We're speaking to the Minister and MB to make sure that future protection for consumers and tradesmen is very strong, with the ultimate goal is to get lead-free products sold in New Zealand for all plumbing products. Last week we had our first meeting with Minister Poto Williams, who looks after the construction and building portfolio. We're trying to make sure that we have positive interaction and also that we provide solutions for the industry. The key topics that we were talking about were self-certification for plumbing and drain laying, to make sure that plumbing products are safe for use in New Zealand and for consumers, the PGD Act review and how we could get that progress through 2021, and of course the gas industry and making sure that our proposal against some of the changes at the Climate Change Commission will be heard. We're hoping with the new minister in place that we get some good traction with our key objectives for 2021. March 24th and 26th, obviously we're excited about having the conference in Marlborough. It's really great that we've sold out just about all the nights, and we've had some amazing nominations for our awards. We're living in a COVID world, and unfortunately we've got to move with the times. We're still running with a plan that our conference will go ahead as planned, but things can change that we're not in control of. So we will keep a watching brief and keep you notified if there's any change as soon as possible. In the meantime, keep planning for conference. We're excited to see you there. We've got a great program and it's really important as part of our engagement strategy. So we'll see you in Marlborough in about 3 weeks. So finally, I'm really excited to see the branch and association engagement strategy really rolling out. There's some great events happening at local level. And also Master Plumbers training is really getting some traction, and it's really pleasing to see the comments from some of our members about what they're getting out of the training and being able to take back into their businesses. So I look forward to catching up in either regional events or in Marlborough for our annual conference.